Yep, Jade. Just let you go a little bit faster. There we go. As we're getting the overlay updated, yes, this is do or die for Team Taunt the Frog. Amish Paradise does have 2 wins. Oh, and here we go. And we're up. Yep, starting off in the Sank, whole lot of nothing, but let's see where Sank spits us out today. Wow, it honestly having a nice CAC start though, or a good location in CAC, always kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, also the mount start literally right beside of it.
Oh no. Well, never mind. All right, as neither runner going right into the back of the tavern, as we have Danny finding a nice dark cave, and Home finding a shop.
That's a nice early find. Just some free bombs just right out the gate.
Yep, definitely gonna help out with obviously routing, and I mean getting hit by a rat isn't gonna help, but Home just tanks it and keeps going as Danny already rescuing the old man, made it through that dark room with nothing, so very well done.
Just the dust he kicks up.
Yep. We got Meyer up there right away too.
Finds literacy.
Yep, gotta love getting that that book there. All right, Home continuing to clear out CAC here. Danny, gotta be careful. Only 3 hearts up on the mountain.
Those are some dangerous cabbages.
Yep, I think Smart there just sort of resetting the cabbages on the mountain. Is Home nice, grabbing a glove out of the back of tavern.
At least as far as items go, this works out really well for Home early. But as far as entrance, it's very good for Amish Paradise.
Yeah, you know that it's not like Home had to do anything tricky to get that glove either. It's just that one check that's, you know, sitting in the back of tavern that's always going to be vanilla.
A shield! And he leaves
Oh,
it.
a taunt
A
at the
monster.
shield. I think he was just going for the hearts. But was that the GT big on Home side?
I believe so.
So Jade and chat, why is that always vanilla? It's because the entrance to the back of the tavern is the only one in the game where you go from north to south into the entrance that isn't a drop down. So in order to properly pair that entrance with another north to south entrance, it doesn't exist. So it's just always going to be back of tavern. And Danny's got our first bottle in Link's house. That's always nice to be able to have a bottle before finding sick kids.
Bumper and blinds. See if that ever pans out.
Yeah, I kind of like the bumper connector in Cross Keys. It's a lumberjack item over in the well area, but just $5, so probably going to be leaving as we already have the dam being flooded as well.
Early and easy dam as well.
Yeah, so I mean, as soon as you head down to South Shore, that's the item you can pick up right there. Always nice.
They're a little example of what happens when you bonk with pseudo boots.
Yep, you didn't break the bush and you know, didn't get knocked back too far, so can't bonk across gaps until we find the real boots.
Real fake boots.
Now it's 100% more real fake boots.
These are the Suedo boots.
I was hoping you weren't going to call it that, but whatever. As Home finds the well, just moved a little north today. Ice Palace Key. it's nice to go in with one just to help your routing a little bit, but Home probably hoping that's the only Ice Palace key he finds.
It's a Hyrule Castle small, yeah.
Yep. And honestly, not that exciting of a well.
Not really. Bunch of mostly not wanted keys for now.
Oh, Danny, thank you. Getting rid of the beeps as Home, grabbing a free heart container, just chilling in the forest. You love to see it. So it's kind of interesting.
20s on the bush crab's nice.
Yeah, very, very nice to have some easy cash like that lying around. Probably going to go back to the bottle merchant if I were to guess, but Home definitely being very thorough here. Getting all the checks, a nice density, and Danny definitely playing pull a connector, let's go.
Yeah.
Sort of way of routing. Excuse me.
Yep, you can check this item. You should do so.
Yeah, $50. I mean, with bush crab spitting out 20s, probably not going to grab that if I were to guess. And all right, Danny back in CAC gets his glove.
A lot of early fairy fountains today.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think Danny hasn't seen the bomb refill shop yet, so probably going to be happy to see that. I didn't really run into any issues not having bombs yet. Oh, there you go. Home pinning that bush crab. Oh, the backup prize is just a single heart, though. Paradox. Super Bunny, thank you. I know names of things. Just get them wrong.
Yeah, you just don't know which one's which.
Danny saying 8 bombs is enough. I tend to agree. Alright. Home says the long walk is worth the detour. Dropping down for... Yep, fills up the magic smart.
Cue skull.
Okay.
Danny finding their literacy.
So, and I believe, let's double check. What is the MSU that Dan is using today? I think it was Pokemon something or other quest. Pokemon Conquest. And if we do switch audio, I believe Home is using Crosscode. So, I know a lot of other cons have said it. Really fun to start hearing people's MSU choices in these games. Yep, and one of our trackers in chat pointing out, yes, it's nice to have that big key early. Skull is one of those things that's, Skull is always there, and leaving behind one check kind of stinks, so it's nice to be able to clear it out.
Put that book to use.
Yep. No, Gil. Home is not using Live from the Cornfield. Something tells me that one might have some restream issues. Might be a few too many lyrics in that to use. But I think, Danny's coming over here. Wow.
Hey, French vanilla.
Yep.
Desert entrance.
So, and we'll see if these runners remember that these are just pseudo boots and don't try to bonk the torch.
Yeah,
Always one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm dashing, I'll just bonk the... Oh, right, these aren't real boots.
Useless compasses.
Yay! Well, it's just a piece of art on the torch anyway, so Whether home may have remembered or may have just said it's not worth it.
Little A.
Yep. Danny, however, still on 3 hearts, hasn't gone into Lost Woods yet, so.
And it's just out of the mountain.
Yep, I believe that was left side of desert. Finding Saha as well. Green Pendant is desert. Hey, we know where desert is.
Yeah, we just came from there.
So I'm gonna check some mountain, and yeah, Danny hot on his heels, but decides I don't care about the Green Pendant, as we have a Turtle Rock entrance there. And useless. And no mirror, no Merle, not much else you can do on Dark Death Mountain. Home realizing he hadn't checked that chest yet. Looks like Danny's setting up for the bomb jump here.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive into TR a little bit.
Oh wow, I didn't even.
Hey, thieves.
I didn't even see where home entered in and found thieves. I didn't think the pseudo boot bonk would get you far enough there, but it looks like it did.
And finding the west entrance on top of Hyrule Castle.
Yep, and spiral.
Spiral cave. Wonderful.
Let's just keep following connectors. Tank, did you see where home went? I suppose he's only going to check these 4 items and then Death Warps. We'll figure out where Thieves Town is in just a second. Light World Hype, thank you. See,
another small key to GT.
Yeah.
Half Magic's nice.
Yeah, always a nice one to find as spitting out that why can't I think of it? Swamp. That's the name of that dungeon. And home saying, I have my items, let's bail.
Yeah, same place Danny's going into.
Yeah. It's definitely still very much so in the information overload part of the seed of, all right, let's track everything, write it down. Home, setting up a nice fake flipper there with the bonk, aligning on the last pixel of the screen. Good little fake flip. And what do we have at the Witch's Hut?
That's some
Money! Home record though on 300 says no. Interesting, because he has a glove and could have gone
yeah,
up
he
to
could have just walked up to Zora. Could have used that to farm the rest of the money to get there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's $50 a shot, so he only would have had to go in and out 4 times, but decides there are better things to do with his time.
Hello, Uncle.
Mm-hmm. Ooh! Uncle
Nice.
fancied himself a magician today.
Yeah, nice restaurant. And $20.
Yep, so Danny's going to be able to get this item down here that home didn't, because home, of course, didn't flood or drain the dam, but nope, Danny going for the same fake flipper play. Yeah, we have that ice rod and half magic. That's a decently viable weapon right now, as I think we have the bat at sank.
Yep.
Yeah, Danny also saying no, but Danny wasn't as close to the money as home. So that makes perfect sense. So, I mean, other than that early divergence, and the TR check from Danny, just sort of following home around for now.
Useless fairy.
Yep. Kind of hoping not to see that one, so it's at, the Ganon drop. But, so we're still missing Ganon, and we're still missing... No, Are we just missing? Is Ganon vanilla?
Just missing Ganon. Yeah, I think Ganon's vanilla.
Good thing they have that GT big. All right, so vanilla Ganon. We'll take it. So, home saying, what's home doing? Oh, okay. Ooh, gets the net. You love to see it. Hey, now we can go beat Aghanim.
Yeah. Other than the fact that we're missing 2 keys for it.
We have one.
Huh. Pretty sure we got a Hyrule Castle small, not a tower small.
We got a GT small as well. So we have a Hyrule Castle small and a GT small.
Yeah, not a castle tower small.
Oh, true. I was talking about Aga too.
Yeah.
To get the all-important drop down. So home doesn't farm the 50 rupee cave, but fluffs 5 rupees in Graveyard Ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
And Bond's Hut.
Yeah, hopefully this is a little more lucrative than the well was. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, that heart's nice. I mean, Danny's still on 3.
And shield.
All right. Yeah, I mean, a lot of defense in blinds. So what's the key that Danny now has? GT. All right. Danny now has 2. I mean, missing a few more things, but
Nothing important on race game.
yeah, that's nothing important there for Rock Cave. Hey,
Speaking of Castle Tower.
Yep. Home, you can do this. Do it. Oh. Today I learned. I thought Ice Rod worked on those guards. Apparently not.
You can still technically do it with bombs, but
Yeah, you
it's
could.
awful and annoying.
Yeah. It's a couple each, so yeah, you definitely want to still kind of do the wait strat by the front door, let them come to you, and then try and duplicate your bomb hits, but not fun for one check. As we get
A worthless map and a worthless key.
Yep, home. So home's doing his farming this way. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. I don't think Danny knows the bush crab prize yet. I don't think I saw Danny pick up a bush crab yet.
Not so far. I don't think Danny seems particularly concerned about money right now.
No, that's true. Is home about to get best map in the game? Yeah.
There's Mini Moldorm.
Yep. Danny, please be careful. Yep, Ice Rod does. I know for a fact Ice Rod works on mini bombs. It's just not the most fun way to deal with them. Yeah, definitely use the bombs. A strat most rando runners are comfortable with now. Not only that, but Mini Moldorm Cave is in an area where you can set up a fake flip or a water walk if you have the real boots.
Big key to Desert.
Hey, one more check back there.
And that's not necessarily a bad idea because, I mean, home was there earlier, only got one of the entrances. Other entrances is knowledge, so
Yep.
could lead him back there to find out where the other one goes to.
Yep. Definitely that knowledge play is always worth. Alright. I think he got that Moldorm on the last pixel possible. Yeah, sideways Ice Rod is interesting. So it's definitely one of those where you'd want to try and hit them north to south, kind of like when you're using the bow in that cave.
Or even hook shot.
Yeah, hook shot can even be entertaining. So home clearing out the Light World shopping mall area. As Danny is gonna get his heart here, so that's always nice. But mostly just disappointment other than that.
Ooh, home getting crab sniped.
Yep. Taking a hit from one of the most powerful enemies in the Light World from a damage table's perspective.
See the claws on that thing? You can rip a tank in half.
But can you rip a master tank in half? Alright. I thought Home had already come over here. Oh, yep. I think Home's doing what you were suggesting, Tank, and taking that big key back to Desert.
Yeah, 2 different pieces of information to be gained out of this, so it's not necessarily a bad idea.
Yep. Tad early, I think, for some bunny shenanigans. Danny still hasn't completed Kakariko, so coming back, keeps getting pulled away. Yep, there was that GT big chicken hut lady holding out on us. So, oh, please, you keep bonking. Danny picking up his bug net, all important. Alright. Ooh, yeah, I'd say that's important.
Just a little bit. Definitely paid off.
Yep, so will be interesting to see when Danny goes back for that. I mean, we don't have a lot of Dark World access. Still can't do much else up on the mountain. Could go to West Dark Death Mountain.
Well, we do have Saha here.
That's true. Good call. It looks like that was exactly on Home's mind too. Yep, can't bonk that open. Home, you gotta use your last bomb. Hey, there's your castle tower key.
Yeah, it's first one.
So, can get 2 items in there now if you're handy with your bombs.
And now that we have that Merle, it's real easy to pick up that rock and come their entrance.
Yep. So, heads up too, knowing that you got those 3 checks in Saha's. And not being distracted by the new information, go back to Saha, get your items, and bail.
And yeah, that's not a bad place to be.
Yep. Ooh. Home almost tried to bonk there. So, small key on library, that's going to be pretty interesting. See if that plagues the runners later. If it's that all-important swamp small.
Were the other castle towers small?
Yeah, for some logical access. Hey, speaking of the castle.
Yeah, this is not a bad set of checks to be able to get, though. Home, he does have Ice Rod, but he does not have anything else for a weapon right now.
And he's out of bombs, so still can get 2 checks here. TR small, okay. We know where TR is, so we could do a little damage in there. Danny, nice tree pull. Too bad he has half magic and doesn't really need that magic right now.
Yep.
And home, you gotta go to the back, buddy.
Maybe you'll get lucky and find some bombs.
Yeah, bombs or a hammer or sword, I think, would be the most ideal. Bow, even cane, anything to come back and not orphan the middle chest.
Yeah, it's a real feels bad of a check to have to orphan.
Come on, freeze the guard and use the guard. Oh,
No,
freeze
to save the guard for the death one.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to work out too
Nope.
well.
Home, I would argue this is objectively taking you more time than it's worth.
And finally managed to get it.
Yeah, gets it done. So Danny coming back to desert. Oh wow!
There's that bow.
Oh, you sure you
Still
want a death warp?
Yeah.
Wow, I kind of spoke that one into reality. So yeah, coming back, got bailed out for sure. And Danny probably gonna be pretty happy getting this move pro. No bunny walk shaming. The double bailout. The double bailout. Oh man. So is he going back to Death Warp? Oh please. He's committed to the Death Warp.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
For the fans. So yeah, Danny's saying, hey, cool, Moon Pearl, I too shall go to Sahan. Alright, let's check some entrance/exits here.
That's cute.
Yep. That was Maine, right? I know Maine. I think so. Well, can't go back through there.
Unless he manages to find a cape.
Yeah, can Home get bailed out again? No. He says, no thank you to Turtle Rock. But Danny is coming over here to Western Dark Death Mode. And, oh wow, Paradox.
Yeah, we know one Paradox entrance already because we saw the bad entrance, the Mirror Locked one. Finally coming into an entrance we can actually get these chests is really nice.
Absolutely. Yep, Danny using the last bomb to buy some bombs. Because we know he's not going to get the 10 bomb bailout. Home already got the Uncle Bombs. Home having himself
We got another 3 bomb.
Yep. And another heart. So Danny took a little longer to get to some hearts, but now is probably feeling fairly comfortable on 8. I would say that's when some runners start to say, okay, I can tank some hits now. And beast rats, yes. Danny with the bees. Use your net and catch the bee again. And the real boots.
Real fake boots. Getting them genuine leather boots instead of those Suedo boots.
Blue Suedo boots. Oh, hey, boo. Alright, Home now does have a weapon that works on these guards. Fires off some arrows. And Danny gonna do some nice Dark World checks here. Get your Benny Hills in chat. As wow, footwear on both sides. Alright, let's see if Home can navigate the dark maze.
Or if he's just gonna constantly get bullied
Yep,
here and run out of arrow.
kind of looks like the ladder. Oh, well, ran out of arrows. As we have hype. Danny with even more life than before. Wow.
Oh, what a junk cave.
Hold left, hold down, hold left, hold up, hold left, hold down, hold left, hold up. And you should be able to get to the chest. Wow. Oh, no. I think got stuck there on the loop right before he needed. So, not gonna get that check. Yeah, so I'm heading to the eastern area. Nope. Taking those flippers. If I am not mistaken.
Yeah, Home hasn't been over here yet, so this is good for him.
Yep. Gonna drain that dam, get, I believe, his small key. Danny's gonna be able to show us that library key on the first visit. With those.
Big game with the small key to thieves.
Interesting. In cross keys, I'm like, just lock that key behind itself, please.
Right?
Because if I get the Thieves Town big, I'm doing Thieves Town.
Yeah. We're gonna pretend that big chest doesn't exist.
Stumpy with no goods whatsoever. Beat Spray Glove. This is, what did I say? It was Pokemon something. Let me double check for you. It is
Pokemon Conquest.
Yes. So, Home doing some flipper checks. Danny doing some real boot checks. I'm kind of curious to see where the second bow is going to show up. Because without a weapon, I can see why Danny wouldn't want to go down there. So it's going to be interesting to see when and where that shows up. Stumpy has nothing. Man just trying to live his best life away from the civilization under the bridge. Can't really blame him. Also just a compass.
Danny finding Granny Connector. And that was a whole lot of nope.
That's a nope. Although I think Danny could have done the Tomb Raider glitch from there. For the one check in King's Tomb there. Completely negating the need for mitts.
You mean in Bonk Grave?
This isn't bingo, we can call it what it is. As we get the lamp in the Pyramid Fairy check as, oh no, Danny finding Eastern. I mean, doesn't have the big key, so can't full clear anyway, but I'm sure now Home wants to do Zora. It's $20 on the ledge.
Let's see what the great scam fish has today.
I mean, if it's any kind of bailout like Zelda Cell had.
Doubtful.
Yep. The biggest of scams. Not only that, but we're 30 minutes in and still no sword. So even with the pseudo boots, dashing without a sword, real boots dashing without a sword is terrible.
Yeah. The lack of weaponry in this seed so far is pretty annoying.
Yeah, I mean, hope you're good with bomb strats.
And Home finding the way up to the mountain.
Mm-hmm. has the lamp, so able to see what Danny could not, but that didn't stop Danny one darn bit. Oh, you do need the hookshot for Tomb Reader? Thanks, Dapper. Should have known I was forgetting something. Home doing his best to let the old man take all the hits from the cabbage.
Yeah, Gary deserves it.
And Home saying, you know what? Yep, Home, you got the pseudo boots. You can't do that bonk. Oh no, Danny not quite getting the grab in time. That's alright, gonna death warp out of here anyway. Is that their first pod small?
I think so.
Wow. Yep. And Danny going back in potion shop under a rock today. Intriguing. And Mimic Cave. Yeah, that's right. Danny already did these checks. So, Home just, again, kind of sticking with the density, picking up some hearts, also taunting the shield. For shame.
Yeah, should rename their team to...
Alright, both runners on the mountain. Haven't seen them in the same place for a while, so nice divergence. I think the Paradox boot find has been huge for Danny, and the bow find in Castle has been pretty huge for Home. Both sending them in various directions. I mean, yeah, the boots aren't super great, but they did get Danny a few more entrance checks, so yep, Home, you're gonna want this.
Yep.
Nicely Robin Hood's the mini Moldorms. So we see Danny grabbing some cash. Gonna be able to buy that compass now.
I'm sure he'll be excited.
He will not ask to see the manager and demand a refund. Yeah, one of our trackers pointing out once getting the boots, Home might be tempted into Misery Mire. I mean, he already was tempted into Mire, he just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic compass. Hard piece. Alright.
The downside for wanting to check Meyer is that you've got to come all the way back up here because we don't have a mirror. We can't get back to those Light World entrances.
Mm-hmm. Alright, both runners now have real boots. No longer pseudo. Danny going back into the Dark World, Home setting up a bomb jump. Failing it. Ooh, GT. So, only 3 checks here, but wow, Danny. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Nice little hook shot there. Yeah, that's true. Well, home can with that bow. Danny would need to clip those mimics out of there. But yeah, could do the gauntlet. But
it looks like Danny's gonna leave.
And honestly, don't blame him. Home, please. I mean, GT's in a convenient enough spot to get back to. And looks like we are gonna get a Skull Woods dip. with a vanilla front. Interesting. There we go. Now we're getting pod smalls.
This is pod racing.
Is it too late to get a different Kokam? Alright. We got, yeah, pretty nice Skullwoods layout. Vanilla front, just a reversal in the back. Oh, missed that Bari there. But... yeah, we have that castle tower small, so we could go do back of escape. Home could get those checks now. Completely missed what Danny just pulled out of that chest.
Nothing good.
Nothing good. Yeah, I did misspeak. He does have the Hyrule Castle small as well. But I did misspeak and call it the Castle Tower small. I apologize. Actually, Home doesn't even have that anymore because he used it to try and get the second chest in Castle Tower. Oh yeah, it is. So yeah, that right now would be kind of the silliest place for that hammer to be sitting. And one thing I know about this randomizer, bees, is sorry, I got a little excited for the bees. If a location is silly, the game likes to put it there.
Yeah, 100%.
I swear VTorque made the generator sentient.
Well, I mean, if Home does want to correct his mistake, he does have that plan now.
Yeah, he sure does. As Home getting his mega hype cave. That's all right. What is Twitch chat if not to speculate on terrible locations? And with you being the tracker, Cena, it's you know, just you got the best seat in the house to do it. All right, Home gonna pop into GT, get his hook shot here. You love to see it. With that boat, does Home climb?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, really your only weapons are still that bow, which he has 7 arrows. He needs 8 to even start the climb. And hookshot and ice rod and bombs.
7
Kind of a rough gauntlet.
7's enough. You can do
Yep.
the first 2 mimics.
Yep.
And then 1 from the next room, and then that should clear enough sprites to get you
The 5 drop, and
the 5.
there we go. Home saying, I'm going for it. Home getting to his second row of hearts here. A mad lad indeed. I need to talk to Magnet Hands. I see him very quickly clipping the first mimic in the lower right out of this room all the time, and he does it so smoothly. I need to ask him how he does it so smoothly.
Because he's Magnet Hands.
That's true.
Everything Magnet Hands does is smooth.
Danny going back to B strats. So, gonna be pretty happy with this bow here. Yeah, Dapper in chat saying grab the B. I agree. Refill your B with how weaponless this seed has been so far. Yep. He has a weapon for Agatu, but he doesn't have a weapon that can kill the Moldorm at the top of the tower. So, hammer or sword?
Maybe he'll get the bell out.
Yeah. Maybe he learned how to hover when I wasn't looking.
I think he knows how to. Whether or not he can execute it's a different thing.
That's fair. I'm not sure if killing a frozen enemy with an item other than the ice smash prize.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So I'm not too sure.
Getting some really nice gauntlet RNG though.
Absolutely. Very, very clean so far. You love to see it if you're a fan of Taunt the Frog. And right after we say that, runs headlong into some spikes. Uh-oh.
Getting bullied by the BMOs.
Yep. I don't think home has... Yep.
No. Unfortunate.
Ouch. Yep. Oh, he had a fairy. Okay. I completely missed where he got that.
Probably in the refill room a second ago.
Oh, yep, that's right. He did stop in there. Yep, don't be proud, just... There you go. Yep, stun. Swing around. You have boots. Alright. A little touch and go, but makes it through.
See how this next turn goes.
Yep. And then, yep, Tracker doesn't have bug net. I think home has 2 bottles. There was one in Link's house and another... One of the waterfall check, I think, might have been a bottle.
Maybe so.
Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, got bailed out with... Alright.
Yeah, I mean, that's well and good, but we gotta see if he can...
Yep. Now you gotta get through, Nope. Oh. I think he grabbed 2 fairies, though. Nope. That sucks. It really is right after we said how well he was doing in that gauntlet, too. But we got Dandy finding Hookshot Cave here. Awesome. Our other Tracker Royale pointing out where the bottles are. So home about to get another one of the bottles.
Man, big key to swap.
That's really the only thing worth anything in this cave, but...
Works as an exit, though.
Yep, that's a
little reversed.
Yeah, we entrances and exits that are just slightly off where they need to be vanilla, which is always fun to see.
All right. Danny's swinging up to find out what scam fish. And yep, scam indeed. I'm about to get bullied out of the back of this room. And just gonna take the def and the refill.
right. I think this is our last boot check, other than Bonk Grave. So. Alright. More restarting to the old man here on Danny's side. Home sticking it out in Dark World. Back up the mountain here on Danny's side. It's always strange to me watching cross keys because I'm like, why are they going here? Oh, right, because I don't track all the entrances and all the connectors like the runners are. So yeah, I think home probably gonna go to the back of escape here. Nice 4 checks, and again, hammer is gating back of escape for us. So if the hammer is back here, that's pretty nice.
And good to see this library key.
Survey says, just a pod small. Wah-wah. Dapper Worm Man lamp was in, I believe it was the Pyramid Ferry check.
Yeah, waterfall ferry?
I think it was at the waterfall. Something important was in water. But it was one of the ferry checks. It was lamp. So not much in the dark cross, but 3 more chances of a nice bailout here. If I'm not mistaken, Danny not too far behind. Nope, taking the entrance. I'm getting baited by the runners left and right. Danny's saying, I'd rather go back into TR.
2 shields.
2 shields and ether. So that's our first medallion. Hey, guess what though? We can't use it yet. Kinda need a sword for that.
Only just kinda.
Yep, home probably regretting taunting that other shield. Could be on mirror shield.
I don't think he regrets that at all.
I mean, hey, logically, laser bridge. Because we don't have cape. Ooh, I always like seeing a big key there because it's one of those things, runners like to skip, but I suppose in cross keys you don't need quite as many TR smalls. Hey, speaking of Ice Palace. Looks like Curiosity Shop has our Ice Palace today. Oh, dang. Yep, Danny's like, you know what? I have 11 hearts. I'm just some chomp.
Yeah.
And then, home. All right, home finding swamp. Let's see what the old first chest is. Come on, vanilla small. It's like, all right, come in here for 1 check. Now find your hammer. Come back here. Now don't find your hammer, but find the small key. Come back in here for 1 more check.
Yeah. It's especially amusing if that check does happen to be hammer.
Yep, and I don't think Danny did the North Dark World loop, so might not know where Swamp is sitting at this moment. But of course, anything can happen in the 10 minutes between when I just said that and what Danny has done in the next 10 minutes. As a reminder, these runners are on a 10-minute delay. Tournament rules do dictate. So here's that Meyer play. Interesting that Danny's the one doing this, because Danny still doesn't have that lamp or another fire source. So could be missing out on something important on the Firelock side, but again, cross keys modes. It's always nice to dive into the dungeons because there's going to be extra checks in there. Meyer has several small keys, I think is a nice way to put it, so I'm going to have a few extra than the normal 2 checks here. Danny did find the swamp? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Royale. Shout out to our 2 trackers today, by the way, doing the real heavy lifting. While Tank and I just get to lean back and talk.
Not even talk particularly well.
Hey, they didn't specify that we had to be good comms. All right.
And there's that hammer.
Wow. Well, it's a cry and shame Home tried to come in here with pseudo earlier, not the real.
I don't see him putting it off for too long, though.
No. It's a density play.
It's his favorite dungeon. Next to Hera.
Of course. And the brofish only spitting out a couple of bombs. So, nothing too great over at the Catfish, but I mean, obviously the big news of the moment is that hammer sitting right over here in Meyer. Hey, Kamir, welcome on in. So, Home gonna give us this, not even bonking the tree for a fairy. What kind of memer is he? Just $20 sitting on the pyramid ledge. Ganon left his pocket change. Home proving me wrong. Bonking the tree, getting his fairy. Alright, and yeah, Danny following that hammer saying, let's go, let's do some hammer checks. And not only that, but Danny now has reasonable Dark World access.
And that definitely does make a difference, because we haven't had that great of Dark bar.
Mm-hmm. Pod Eastern being the 5-6 combo today. Home getting that bomb shop information. My Endium, I apologize. I didn't mean Home was a radical memer, just a regular memer. And yeah, just I really like this methodology from Danny saying, hammer was the last thing I found. Let's instantly do the hammer checks that I can do.
Yeah, and he's probably headed there now, but my first been, alright, let's go GT.
Mm-hmm. You got that hammer, you got that hook shot. And it does appear that's where Danny's going. Home showing off I'd say lesser used tree bonk for a fairy there. But good game knowledge knowing where.
Bad gameplay getting hit immediately.
Dapper, I believe so.
Yes.
As a Home paying off another extortionist. And, ooh, blue mail. And mitts! Okay, so yeah, that hammer was your logical, quote-unquote, first vanilla Dark World access, if we can call it that.
Yeah, it definitely paid out.
Yep. So yeah, that's kind of the big swing right now. Although Home can still... Home's quote-unquote advantage right now would be if something's also on the left side of my fire locked. Because I don't see Danny going back until he can beat Vitreous, or until he's forced to go there. All right, the real... Some real hype coming up here. I'm gonna check random room. Harabig. I mean, it's a check. Both runners definitely able to do Harapot with their equipment. Yeah, apologies there. Had a little bit of feedback on my end. I do apologize for that. Eastern big on Sick Kid. That's interesting. And chest, you typically only check in chemo. Wow. GT paying out. Can check tile room now. No fire source. Does, however, mean that not going to be able to go to the right side. But Kane being there is pretty big for Danny. Both males in GT as well. Setup looks good. Nice slide on the ice there from Danny. And oh, just barely misses the quick kill, but still a nice Ice Armos fight. Just for a TR small. Come on home, play the chest game. Do it for the fans. I mean, once home has that hammer, I don't see... Again, that chest is one that some you might forget about. But both Danny and home play this mode enough. I don't see him forgetting that. Alright, everyone's favorite check, tile room. Yeah, if the way this GT has been going, I can definitely sword here in tile room. This has been insane. Danny doing a pretty good job of dodging the tiles, though. I think only got hit once or twice. Ah, just some cash. And yeah, thank you very much, Royale. Restream officially an hour in. If you are liking what you see, please go ahead, give these runners a follow. Obviously both on teams that made the playoffs for a reason. Very good link to the past randomizer runners. And there's some people talking as well, but the trackers are heroes, plural. Home coming back to desert. Probably just using it for a connector. Wow. No wonder that brother's quarreling with his other brother. He moved Dark Death Mountain. Danny already checked that. With those mitts in hand, though, now can do these peg checks, so that's always fun. Danny, you don't have a sword, friend. You might have boots, mitts, and the hammer, but if you don't have a sword, you cannot actually hammer dash, which is always a feels bad, man. Still makes swift enough work of, pod big in the TR. Big chest. Looks like home. Just gonna get Crystal Roller because lacking that Cane of Samaria. Laser Bridge, but can still do some damage here in TR. And Danny not taunting the frog, just taking him on a nice little trip. It's always fun to me in cross keys to see how long people have them. And Danny just taking the chain of connectors. Frog's like, dude, where are we going? Just get me home. I believe Smiths were right here, so a fun series of connectors to get the frog home rather. Quick little mirror. I don't think home meant to freeze that skull, but you know, reaping the benefits of it. So it will be Danny's got to come back and get that big key out of the big chest at some point, and home needs to hightail it over to Meyer. Alright, home grabbing his chomps. Yeah. Danny does have that hammer. Alright. Going through the back, getting his items in the back of escape. Logical access to it differently than home, though. With that hammer.
I'll just leave it deafened.
You want me to get my other headphones out? Alright. Home can full clear Eastern here.
Does he have the big key?
He has the big key, has the bow, has the lamp.
Yeah, so we can clear this out. I don't think we have any idea what, or no, we do know.
Yep, this is a 5-6.
5-6, yep. Mm-hmm. And his favorite small key.
You know, as soon as he finds Hera, he's rushing to check. Alright. Oh, that's right. Danny doesn't have flippers. Home got those. Where did Home get those flippers? He got them at the same time Danny found the real boots. Because they both found footwear.
Yeah, Castle Tower.
There you go. That's right. Again, our trackers proving how invaluable they really are. But I do believe this is our first look at Dark Shopping Mall. No, it's not. So Home definitely did this. Gonna get that big key. Yep, that's the chain for it, Dapper Wormman. So, just some bombs in that big chest. But the real prize is going to be our first crystal. Yeah. Danny, really nice flipper setups though. Got both of those pretty quickly. So, where does Danny go from here? Hasn't done catfish, so.
No, Danny did do catfish.
Danny did do catfish. Okay. I know Home did with the real flippers, but.
They're small key to pod.
Yeah, chat pointing out we're still swordless too.
Yeah, this has not been a super upfront seed.
Yeah, definitely looking like one of those cross. Hey, spend 90 minutes getting information, then find your one gating progression item, and then just go clear things. Yeah, unless barring something catastrophic on Home's side, should have a dungeon clear here. And I guess the only catastrophic thing would be missing 13 or more arrow shots, and then having to try to bomb the last few Armos Knights.
So he has magic and he has an ice rod.
That's true. Ice rod does work on the Armos Knights, so should and 11 hearts
should be fine. Should.
It's always interesting to me to see how runners clear those 6 popos without a sword.
More efficiently than he's clearing these Igors.
Yep. All right. Stocking up on arrows. Gonna try to avoid missing 13. I'm not familiar with that quick kill setup, and it looks like Home might not have been either. Love it. But please get the quick kill. And a piece of heart, but the real prize, our first crystal, just under 75 minutes.
Man, what a seed this has been.
Yep. And I mean, what do we still need? Obviously, we need to know what our crystals. Yes, yes is right. What do we still need? Yes. Probably the fire rod.
Almost certainly.
We know desert is a green pendant, so fire rod if we need to Trinix, or if there's something logically on right side GT.
Or back of Skull Woods.
Yep.
Logically.
So, probably going to need that fire rod. Is that possibly it? Are we in no mode outside of keys and locations? I think we're in item.
Have we seen the Mire area?
No.
Then potentially we're going to need a flute to go with those mints. If there's an entrance over there.
Yeah.
Definitely need 2 swords.
Yep.
More than likely going to need that mirror.
Yeah.
Just because we haven't found a lot so far in terms of dungeons, I think.
Yeah, we definitely need to know where some.
Samaria for TR and.
Yep, I think you had stepped away, but Danny found a big chest.
Gotcha.
So
that's a place for that.
Yep. Both male upgrades were on the left side of GT. That Cane Samaria, the mitts. So that hammer kind of locking some goods over in left side GT.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Danny, though, not going to let home have that crystal lead for long. Going to come back here. Does need to do this in the dark, though. Which, not too bad. Find the Igor. There you go. Found him with the arrow strats there. Stick it in the non-moving Igor. And then just be on your way. Be on your way. Wow, chat, I can't even do English right now. it's catching on. Alrighty. I think this was like 20-some digs for a small key to pod. So.
Yeah, it was not a short amount.
So Wario's going to be digging for a hot minute. Alright. Yeah, home definitely knows where Myra is. Oh, it was the Thieves Town? Okay, thank you, Royale. And yeah, I'm not sure why home isn't going back to obviously we have the benefit of watching both streams. Danny had the setup, but then fired just one too many arrows into that first night. So neither of them are getting the quick kill, but both getting through the fight. But here we go, home through the ether, and 10 minutes ago, hearing the cries from chat and heading back to Meyer. And again, Danny didn't have a fire source when he was here, so there is something on the left side. Things could get interesting.
I think home getting through that room a little easier.
Yeah, Danny definitely got hit by the couple of the whiz robes. So, and here comes that Monk Grave check tank.
Agima.
Oh boy.
Alright, the first firelock check is just garbage.
Thieves Town big in King's Tomb. Wow. That could be spicy. But again, those mitts are right on the path in GT. GT being, left side GT being pretty juicy. Home might be cutting it close here. I think he has just enough time since he didn't set up the other push blocks, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong several times. And Danny's grabbing that key, going right into Thieves Town. I like this. Has the hammer, has the small key, can full clear the back.
And Samaria blind. Or
either Samaria or a hammer, yeah.
Not terribly fun one way or the other, but
nah, there'll be 3 swords in here. He'll be fine. Yeah, Mr. Ensner, that's true. It does.
Both firelock checks. Hot garbage.
So there went the lamp advantage, I believe. But I mean, Danny has been good at dark room.
It also depends on what Home wants to do with that lamp in terms of when he goes T.
Yep, he's gonna get that cane and could do right side. It's a fair point.
So there's still some opportunity for that to be a bit of it. So we'll see.
All right, incoming. Oh no, I was gonna say incoming home record rage at that hammer. 5, 4, and home dropping the fairy he worked so hard to get. Hey. Just thinking, well, I tried to come in here a while ago. Alright. Home wrapping up his Meyer checks. Where to? As Danny giving us back half of thieves. Nothing in the attic. So we'll see a couple more chances for payout. Not bad. Especially if you're going to go into hammer some Mario. Always nice to have a little extra health for that fight.
Yeah, definitely nice to have.
Yeah, like I was saying, Danny's darkroom navigation pretty on point. But even if you have good darkroom navigation, having the lamp just makes those rooms that much faster. All right. First phase down. Danny's also on red mail, so
Yeah, not too much of a worry.
yeah, red mail has the fire shield too, so blocking these blasts. Some of them. And
getting hit in the face by others.
Again, probably just saying, you know what, I have the health this, so may as well.
Yeah.
And it gets through. And gets rewarded with the fire rod.
And the matching pendant to go with it.
Wow, wow, wow. So you kind of hope home doesn't find the Thieves' Town map, because interesting. Yeah, that's a pendant, so we're really just missing one more pendant. I don't know. It got a couple of options of where that pendant could be. I mean, we got the ice rod so early, it's probably home saying, I will not be bested by this one check coming.
Yeah, we actually talked about this a little bit. Very pro fix your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you die trying to do something, go back.
Yep. It's if it's a intended skip of something, stick to your guns, continue that skip. But if it's a mistake, correct your mistake. I'm 100% on board with that. As Danny's saying, "Oh, hi, Ice." And neither runner with bombos, so gonna need to get that fire rod off blind if you want to do this at the moment. Friendly reminder, still no sword.
Yeah. Where are the swingies, video game?
Danny opting for bomb strats here. Gonna round it out with some hook shots of the Pen Gators. Nice. Yep, has Kane. Has plenty of magic. Just gonna go ahead and ice break this. I always enjoy watching the different setups people find to get 1 pixel away from the wall.
Yeah.
Another worm in chat. Yeah, Dr. Earworm point. almost like the fast Ganon flag was removed because we do have to climb that tower. Snuggle Fire Rod was on Pendant Swordless Pendant Blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely feels swordless at this point, but as you can see, there is not a medallion, so there's swords somewhere.
TM.
Soon TM.
If there are 3 swords in upstairs, home would be excessively sad.
Yes. That would be... That's just the game being rude at that point, not even silly.
What do you think, a vanilla sword?
Oh, that would be almost worse. Fetch quest on Ped. Oh man, you hate to see it because you're like, now it's just Schrodinger's Ped. It's back to just, I may as well have not read it at all.
Yeah.
Yep, chat loves to see it. Drosy pointing out another league team name, Shovel. Although, to be fair, Cross Keys is one of those modes where Ped having something required is almost a little less bad, because if you go into a dungeon, you're going to
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, if you've got the stuff to do it, you just finish.
Yeah, exactly, Dapper Worm Man. That's going to be a, well, kind of a bonus incentive to do pendants
Danny,
if you're already in there.
Danny, you have half magic chief. Just
He wants to show you he can do it.
he's showing that he can get hit.
I mean, I think this is another showcase of...
He might have to, because those puffs.
Even on Red Mail, I think they're doing 2.
Yeah, they're no joke.
Alright, there we go. Danny finally relenting.
And a swingy.
Wow! And a crystal. Yay! And at 1 hour, 28 minutes, Danny Music is the first of our restream runners to get a sword.
What a dumb place for that.
It's so bad. But hey, at least they have half magic and, half magic and red mail by the time they get there. It's just for posterity, Maniacal. If someone in the future wants to watch this back for a reason, they'll know. It's these 2 runners. Alright, and yeah, here comes, again, Danny's really been doing this seed is, I found recent progression. I'm going to chase it.
Let's take it back.
Yep. New mode for next season confirmed, Trossi. Alright. Ice Pal. Game, I was just there. Oh, good. So, not doing the climb. I don't know, just, are we chasing that mushroom? Danny might feel good enough to be in like a dungeon rushy mode. now that he has that sword.
I think in general, if you can clear a dungeon, it's like that climb's not necessarily anywhere, so you're gonna have to do it one way or the other. If he just wants to put it off for now, then somewhat understandable. But I mean, you were also just there, and you're gonna have to do it, so it could go either way.
Yeah. Home getting
Bullied by the mini helmet.
Home, please. Home, please, just stun them. Thank you.
There's not many things. Picked it up a little early.
Yep. You gotta wait for that second bounce. Hey, red mail. Now we have Mario. So, alright, Home. Is this going to be cleaner than your vanilla Armos Knights fight? Ah, best game behind the fire rod. Woods. Get the 99 on Restream. Do it. Yep. Gotta give the edge on Armos Knights to Danny Music at this. Really had two good Armos Knights fights. Home, unfortunately, a little more sloppy on the Armos Knights fights, but still got through them.
Gonna go grab a safety fairy.
Yep. This to me is Home probably trying the climb again.
I would think so. I feel like you have to at this point. Again, correct your mistakes, right?
Yep. To answer the question in chat, the first sword was on Cold Stare. And just a shop blocked behind those Mitz blocks. Alright, Home at least gonna do tile room here. And then yeah, if you ask me, this tile room is, I'm going to think about the climb while I'm doing this. But I feel like he does it at this point.
Big kid pod.
Mm-hmm. We still don't know where Pod is.
Yeah, I don't think we found Hera either.
Correct. I haven't seen Pod. We still need the back of Skull and the back of Dez, possibly.
We haven't found Laser Bridge entrance either, or front entrance, right?
Correct. But we can still clear TR.
We can clear it.
Yeah.
Just haven't found any of those entrances either. We're
Yeah.
definitely missing something to get to entrances.
Yep. And like you were saying, probably the flute could be the mirror.
Could be both.
Wow, Home. Good timing on that tile room. Alright. Danny doing everyone's favorite dark room. Even with muscle memory, this one's like, if you get the timing just wrong, where am I?
Yeah.
But gets through very cleanly. Alright, 4 items on Laser Bridge plus Trinix. Watch Trinix have another sword. Trinix.
Putting it hard for the Trinex fight.
Trinix, Vidian, Cold.
Oh god.
Could you imagine?
That's Plando levels.
That is, yes, very rude. Kind of a junk Laser Bridge, though. Taking the exit. I mean, he's not gonna. The only thing that would have locked him out is vanilla Meyer TR fronts.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And those aren't necessarily bad things.
Yep.
My Meyer exit would have actually been.
Meyer would have been the worst. I think you can.
Meyer would have been the worst, but also the best because, like, if you walk out, at least you can do those.
Yep. Do those
entrances.
checks. I think you can do the boot turn to get back into the front of TR, but because Meyer isn't open, you can't do that. If I'm not mistaken. I know you can boot turn if you get sent out of Pyramid Ferry. And I think you can boot turn TR.
Let's see how this goes. I would hope that our runners are in a position where this is just not that worrisome to them.
Mm-hmm. being smart, switching over to the ice head to prevent the floor from getting a little sloppy.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in low, you almost really need to just to make this fight bearable.
Yep. It doesn't have to be the quickest fight in the world. Just get through it, and yeah, do your best to prevent that floor from getting icy. Gets through the first phase pretty well. Alright. Home, a few more resources than the last time he still no sword.
And still getting bullied.
Home record, please. Wonder when Danny's gonna turn in that mushroom.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he does have some. There's an argument to.
Oh yeah,
do
the fake power.
Yeah, on that.
No sword on Trinex, but we do have a crystal. So Danny taking a decent crystal lead here at 3-1, plus that what we know to be a required blind kill. Gonna clear these last 3 checks in front of TR, and
I mean, we could very well see a sword here for home, which would be
wow, silvers.
Also still not great. Danny, please.
Yep. Little quick on the draw there. Home. Selecting a weapon. Oh, please, thank you. All right. Yep, and Danny.
What was front of TR?
He turned around. Danny turned around so quickly. So I'm sure we'll see it here in a second.
Just hit me, Crystal Rollers.
Darn this red mail and all these hearts when I'm set up death. Yep, home. Clear out all the skulls first. There you go.
Those are only doing 1 heart. It almost have been quick back out the front.
But again, these runners are committed to their death warps.
They sure are.
Frontier bumper top, awesome, thank you.
That's a wonderful spot for that.
And Danny confirming Swamp and Skull to be 2 crystals. So I believe that makes Hera the last pendant. That's all of our knowledge, right?
Key to, or a pod to... A key to pod. English is...
It's been the trend today in this stream. Yeah, that's a good point in chat. You know, if we get the mirror, you know, having that entrance up there.
And there's that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Not going to be too advantageous for home for too long though, because Danny saying, "All right, let's do this climb." Probably going to be a little easier having that sword, so going to be able to, you know, dash on the bridge like home did and not get bopped. Yes, Drosy. Home record does have bug net.
Danny also has silver, which makes this.
Yep, much easier. Wow. And there's that bombos. So,
yeah, that's actually not a good thing for home, because that means he can go do ice now,
yep,
which lets him further put off doing thieves potentially.
But it would get him a sword.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right.
I'm putting the fillet to use.
Yep. All right, this is a really nice setup. Home also showing that you know, do the dash, because then that's going to extend the time and the hitbox of the net. And yep, stopping the dash before running headlong into the real Aga. Oh, that's, yeah, Ridley pointing out that he still can't get into ice because needs a sword, which is in ice. Home down to 1 heart here, but gets Aga down. Well done. it's kind of a good thing that Ganon's vanilla with that flute being on T, because I don't know if I would have done the climb without it.
Yeah.
But like you said, Tank, Danny having those silvers, putting them to good use against the
Yeah, it's really letting him speed through here.
Alright, Home deciding which entrance on this screen to take. the Sank entrance or the Old Man entrance.
Some dumb spawn locations today.
Would you like to spawn in the village or in the village?
Yeah.
The same house too, like, come on, game.
Yeah, like not even like in like sure.
Alright, and Home not fluting away. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. He decided to run off screen to flute?
He was trying to decide where he wanted to go. Figured it.
Yeah, it might have been a, do I want to run the flute there? Yeah, putting those mids to good use here. And yeah, there's that flute pickup for Danny. Oh no, Danny.
Don't get pooped.
Hold on one. And then promptly throws dirt in the eye. And there's that Thieves Town big for Home. So Home's, if you're rooting for Home and Taunt the Frog, you want Home to look at that big key and think, yes, I'm going to go do Thieves. Clean enough on the second time though for Danny taking down the worm. Skippy, I don't believe knows that Thieves is a pendant, so it's a good possibility that Home goes there. And wow, Bombos required for Meyer entrance.
Yeah, shame he doesn't have any way to act.
Yep, a crying shame.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Pod.
Yeah.
So this will give Home access to the Pyramid Fairy check, because this is his other 5/6. And I don't see Home not full clearing this. He's got plenty of keys. All you need to do is either hammer jump or leave the door locked and you're fine.
Yeah, and I don't think many runners in at least this setting don't know how to do the hammer jump at this point.
Yep. Well, there goes the front door. So, to me, that's just Home saying, yes, I'm going to hammer jump. Now, without mirror, I would say clear this front, do the bow locked side, and go right to Helma, and then do the back. If you find mirror here, that all goes out the window, but
yeah,
mirrorless pod routing is always...
Yeah, this is pretty much how I would route this without a mirror. You just chain everything together as best as...
Mm-hmm. Awesome, thank you for those stats in chat, Cypher. A minute and a half difference from those silvers and sword. And some execution as well. Wow, there's our swan. So, oh, that's right. Danny still doesn't have flippers, so never did these checks.
So even if he follows behind Home and winds up here, gets that same small key, it's gonna be another divergence in routing.
Yep.
There's no way that he can go and do that right now.
Yeah, and I mean, we know he has to do swap, so he definitely needs those flippers. Will be fun to see when he goes and gets that. Yeah, that's true. Chat pointing out that Ohm's GT climb time has an asterisk by it because he did it twice.
Yeah.
The flippers are the first check in Castle Tower. Mercutio. As we get
skip the back. We're just going.
Yep, he's skipping the back. He's going to do that after.
No, so we just save it right out.
Yep. So without the mirror, this is smart. Drop down at the tree for Aga 1, I think was useless.
Yeah.
Vanilla Lumberjack.
Yeah, it was either useless or it was
Uncle.
something he could spot.
Was it Uncle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Uncle.
Basically, we know that it's not needed.
Yep, so Aga 1 not required, Aga 2 is required. Oh, it was 5 rupees. Okay. Yeah, we knew it was a dead check. Thank you, chat, for helping out. Alright. Here's another room where just having the lamp is
So helpful.
just so much nicer. Like, even if you have the fire rod, it's still slightly slower than just, hey, I can walk in here and see the turtles. Unless you're someone like Airy Roar and just have so much muscle memory in that room, you know, like where the Alright, Danny taking the portal. There was something good in here, and he has the moon pearls. I'm trying to remember what was in here, but it was important. Ah, this was the lamp. And home without those silvers, sending a few more shots into the Helmasaur King gem there. And then Danny going to be very excited about his $500 per. But home grabbing his second crystal, but more importantly, a 5/6 crystal. It's times like this I wish we had face cam on for the runners. $500 for a compass. Just the complete disrespect, not even looking, just saving and quitting.
Yeah, I don't care what this is. I'm out of here.
So anyway, I started leaving. Alright, home coming back now, gonna complete out pod. I think the 6th pod small is just gonna be in here, because the game's got jokes.
It's always a pod small and pod, right?
Sometimes there's 2.
Yeah.
And sometimes a bingo goal is to open all 6. You don't cut the pod, and then you get mad. Alright, home not quite getting the hammering up time on the first time. That's our first boomerang.
Nah, I don't think home normally tries to hammer you up.
God, that's fair. And yeah, there you go, Tank Danny doing what you thought and saying, I don't know where powder is, but I am sure not leaving this behind.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh! Getting that mirror out of the armless hellway. So you have to be careful with your key speed.
Yeah. Yes. Very interesting. Oh, Danny does have the red meringue. Okay. So yeah, that's an interesting mirror. Also, hey dummy, you didn't have to do the no mirror routing. Could have just come back here and gotten it.
Yeah. Could have never known that though.
Not much else in pod other than, you know, a required boss kill. But mirror is still pretty nice. Yeah, compass. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see when and where that 6th pod small shows up. is going to now pull home further away from that fire rod.
Yeah.
Like, both runners have that thing that they just keep getting pulled away from at the last, like an inconvenience.
This is Danny getting his flips.
Yep. So, there you go. And Home doesn't quite have full map knowledge, so definitely grabbing that map. Proving, yep, Hera is a pendant. Flips for Danny. Alright. Nice little payout for some people on that prediction.
Yeah, this has been a very rude siege.
Like, I just... How much later is it going to be? And it's not even like second sword for a singular runner. It's for either runner. We haven't found that second sword. So Danny, ever so much closer to that mirror here. Gonna be happy. We do get to check this as well. Home didn't to open this, so we shall see if it's worth a darn.
There's a couple of things it could be that would be helpful.
Not that.
Not one of them.
Not that. So
Have we seen the back of Skull yet?
Nope, haven't seen the back of Skull or the back of Desert.
Yeah.
But of course, back of Desert may not be required. Just one check, and maybe that's our shovel. We do still have the mystery of the shovel on Ped. Logical second sword, and the other two are on Bombos. Oh, that's Plando level sword placement. Alright. I don't think Home scouted that earlier, so just saying it. Home will have that mirror when he pops out of TR as well.
Yeah, which is also helpful.
We'll be able to check that. Hey!
Finding his favorite dungeon.
Yep. Has everything needed to full clear it, too. You don't want a compass, Home? Come on. Right. Danny getting closer and closer to that mirror. Home getting closer and closer to Rage. Really nice spin speed hair pod there by Homework.
Yeah, very clean. Yeah, I could easily see maybe Danny deciding like, oh, I'm going to go to swap.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's the powder, so fake powder not required, as we already knew from Danny doing it. Oh, buddy, you still don't have a sword.
Hey, Danny, you could have blocked that if you had picked up that shield earlier.
You're just gonna ask both the runners why they taunted that shield.
I already know.
Hey.
And getting moved.
Taking a boop. So Moldorm is 2
Yeah.
today. Two hits. One at the top of GT and one here.
At least he didn't get knocked down the middle hole.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Moldorm, are you out for blood today?
Moldorm's out for blood every day.
Moldorm wakes up and chooses violence, and that's what I like about him. For a cape.
We've only seen, I think, one entrance of Bumper, right?
think so. No, Danny went in the top and Hook shot it down.
Gotcha.
Danny's seen both sides of Bumper. But that cape is our first invulnerability. So could go back to Spike Cave at Light World Fortune Teller north of CAC. Even though both runners have enough hearts to just tank all of Spike Cave.
Yeah.
Pretty sure 14 is enough. Hey,
Hey, we were just talking about this.
back a skull. In
This
the
is the
vanilla
good one.
entrance of Home's dungeon.
This is the good one to find because desert doesn't, like you said, it doesn't really necessarily get us a ton.
It gets us the shovel.
Yeah.
Alright, and there's that Thieves Town map, so Home going to have full pendant for this. And thank goodness it's a shovel on Ped, because if he had read like $300, I don't see him going into Thieves for a while. When he has crystals he can clear.
About to get grabbed.
Yep. So yeah, Home still no fire rod has. Really easy to set up. Back yourself against that the crook in the wall there, and then just slide on over. Oh, that's right. Tank, what is Home forgetting that he doesn't have, and he's going to realize in a few seconds?
Sword.
That is correct.
Up.
There it
There it
is. Bum bum ba bum. Wah. Sad Price is Right noises.
Do we get the bell out? Oh, that's a funny key.
Is that the desert small?
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I know we make fun of it, but it's one of those things, especially everyone's done.
Yeah.
You know,
you walk to the back and you're just.
Yep. Or like,
Wait a second.
You find desert back before you have the big key through, or
You get all the way to the back, light all the torches, and then
Yep.
try to where you get real confused. Never done that before. Never. Even once.
so. All right, Home finishes up his coin collection.
Okay. Bottle percent? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, bottle percent. So
And yeah, there's Danny's mirror. Got to be feeling pretty good about that. So yeah, that mirror, 100% climb locked. Kind of hard to get over there without doing that climb. Home having himself a think. Saying, let's do some Dark World. What's over here that Home might be doing? Still can't do ice. Can't go right side of GT.
technically you could, but
Yeah, that's true. You could do the bomb jump there. Oh, Home might be doing swamp. What did he forget over here? Yeah, he's placing his portal so he can go back into swamp. Oh, he's doing his powder check. And then, yeah. Into swamp.
and he's like, I don't need no stinking map. Wait
And
a
checks it
second.
in. Yep, we knew Era was a pendant, but I don't think he did, but it does now. I always love, especially in cross keys, because you know people are marking entrances, how far into a place they go before they turn around,
Yeah.
instead of like the instant pirouette.
Alright, and our first foray into the swamp. Alright, let's see if the true, there's always a sword in swamp. Maybe home will get lucky here. Nothing super useful over here with that mirror so far. Big key to Meyer. One. $20 in the big chest. What a tease. I'm remembering once again, I don't have a sword for this. Nice diver down there. And Danny gonna open up TR. I'm going for the extremely punishing if you fail it slag clip. And nothing good there. Left side, very fruitless. And Danny going through his tower repair check. Will we see best basement? Danny using the newer Swamp's not really paying out too much. The big has been pretty bland. Hey, as they say, there's always and that's 3 for Moldorm today. Home opting to play menuing the video game. Maybe not. Danny also opting to skip best. That's a clean artist kill. So yeah, the only thing really good out of here, that Meyer big and the sword. Danny coming into school was able to do time. Almost getting 1.0. Good shit. And a good moth fight there. Home now with armed with sword heading into ice.
Yeah. Pushing him further from that fire rod, though. And Danny, having a sword the first time back here, gonna be able to finish it off, as we just saw with that boss kill. Just cracking the sparkling water because I'm talking a bit and my throat is hurting. I thought I had muted. I apologize. All right. Yeah, that swamp sword for home, kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, it's actually almost a little unfortunate. Really pushing back towards just, hey, I can combos now.
Mm-hmm. Further from what we know to be required. I mean, Trinex is a crystal. Kind of need that fire rod. There was nothing on right side GT, so he could save a little bit of time over Danny by not chasing it into GT. Really nice spin there. I always like seeing that.
Danny's basically in go mode now. Or at least as far as we know.
I think we still need a Meyer Big.
He's gonna get the Meyer Big both out of swamp
That's
as
right,
soon
that's
as he
right.
does it.
That's right. I was so focused on the sword. So yeah, and going right into swamp. So
yeah, it's working out really well for Danny.
mm-hmm. I mean, again, just going back to chasing that last progression that you found and sticking to that game plan. I mean, obviously it never feels good to clear a pendant you didn't have to, but blind having what we know is gating the rest of home seed.
That was that last pot swall too.
Nice.
Hilarious.
Drosy, other sword is on cold. Both of these runners about to get Master Sword at roughly the same time. I secretly wish the randomizer, because I know some branches have like sped up wall movement. I wish someone would speed up the flooding of these rooms.
Yeah, no doubt.
Atrocity, the other one's in the back swamp. So Danny's going to get it here when he finishes out the rest of swamp. Let's see it. And Home also going to have to use Hammer on Cold, not for lack of wanting to use the Fire Rod.
Yeah.
Nice diver down there on Danny's side. And there's that second sword for Home. Not a second home for Soul. But getting another all-important crystal. Danny doing the feels bad left side swamp. Home back in mire with that cane. As we got Danny running around swamp. Grabbing that mire big. Danny doesn't know it, but is about to be. Yep. These two quick checks. Not what Danny needs, but a really quick diver down again.
Yeah.
This has been a very smooth swamp. And there's go mode for Danny. 2 hours, 13 minutes, 23-ish seconds.
Yep.
So yeah, and with Danny only needing to finish up, dash over, poke Viddy's eyes with a couple of silvers, looking fairly dire for Homewrecker and Taunt the Frog. Yep, and Master Sword, slightly easier Argus fight. For Danny, gets another spin in. And there goes Argus for Danny. Again, just gonna have to jaunt over to Mire here, and then has already taken down Agatu, so again and fight. Okay, appreciate that, chat, confirming that Home is still going strong, just killed Viddy. Just slightly ahead of Danny, so we'll at least get fight here in just a moment. Yeah, just quick little dashes here on Danny's side.
Yeah, it should be a pretty straightforward fight.
Yep, got those silvers. Awesome, Skippy, thank you. Chat, that fire rod is being held by blind, which Danny did swordless a while ago.
Where was that Thief Sound Big?
Thief Sound Big... I'm trying to remember where it was.
At Agina.
There you go, yep. Agina, which was Kingston. Bontgrave had the juice.
Yeah, good old Bontgrave.
We're gonna make it a thing.
Stop trying to make Bontgrave a thing. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, you take that up with Bingo Sing. But yeah, Danny just needs to... He has exactly enough silver arrows to take out Biddy. But probably wants to either save for Ganon or, consider finding some more arrows elsewhere. And yeah, putting that cape to use, saving those silvers. Awesome, thank you, Skippy. Keeping us apprised of Home's whereabouts. Alright, and 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 50-ish seconds. Danny Music grabs the 7th crystal, now just has to not climb the tower, go right to Ganon, and skewer the pig with Master Sword strats.
Should be a quick, easy fight here.
Once you get to phase 4.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 18 hearts and red mail.
But he's missing a mirror shield.
Well, can't all be perfect.
But just taking that nice little Flute 5 portal, running over here to the pyramid. Running right by the sign. Yep, so 219.09 dropping into Ganon. Yeah, no. Understandable, Drosy. Thank you for the work you do on the back. Yes, Twitch happened. Couple of good spins. Not going for Samaria strats, but here we go. Really nice location for Ganon.
I'm pretty sure that Danny has a couple of good goo refills as well.
Yeah, I believe Danny did buy at the witch's hut when he did the mushroom turn. Another really nice spot for Ganon to be when you're on Master Sword.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, already through phase 2. Fairly efficient and quick Master Sword Ganon up until billion warps.
Hey, calm down a little bit.
Yep. Alright, there we go. Oh no, Silvers. With that first bow being in the back of Escape, and I think the second one was TR front?
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny got those after beating Triumph, that's right. And another one. Yep. Going right by the blue goo, only needs... And I believe that'll do it, as long as Danny can cross this tricky bridge. Get your GGs in chat for Danny Music and Amish Paradise. Taking down the Big Pig, taking down Homewrecker today, and taking the series. And GG's Amish Paradise official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 33 seconds. And with that, and with being on that fire rod hunt, I can confirm that one home did also forfeit the match. GG's to Homewrecker and GG's to Taunt Frog.
Yeah, GG's to both people.
Again, I mean, we're in league playoffs, so this is just a case of rando being rando. Good runners, good teams, and sometimes rando just is a little punishing, and that's what happened today. So we'll try and get these runners in for interview. And get them in here. All right, and we are joined by our runners, Danny Music and Homewrecker. GG's to you both.
Hey, GG.
So I saw you and Home talking about it a little bit in the race room, and yeah, that fire rod caused such divergence between the two of you. And we were joking a little bit about the ups and downs of, oh my gosh, the fire rod. Oh no, it was a pendant. Obviously, you followed that fire rod, but overall thoughts on the seed from your perspective, Danny?
I honestly thought the fire rod was the intended next step of progression. I remember at the time that I did it, I think I had done Eastern Palace, and I knew that was out of logic behind Flippers because there was no other way of getting to Dark World Shopping Mall. And then I found the Thieves Sound Big Key like shortly afterwards somewhere in the Village of Outcasts, or not the Village of Outcasts area, the Palace of Darkness area, if I recall correctly. So I'm just like, all right, well, Thieves Sound is right here, and I have the hammer, the small key, and the big key. Don't have a sword, but I guess I'm going in.
Yeah, those swords were very elusive this
Super
seed.
rude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first one found by either of you, it was you on that cold stare fight. And then,
oh my gosh.
Then Home was the next one to the sword in the back of Swamp, but that was like just over 2 hours. Like, it was a long time to go without swords.
Yeah, it seemed like Home was earlier to doing Swamp Palace and finding the flippers than I was.
Yeah, Home definitely went into Castle Tower earlier, got those flippers. Did go in pretty early, but with just the ice rod, didn't want to bomb the ball and chain guards. And honestly, from our seat, it definitely looked like that's what gated Home a lot. Was he would go to where the eventual progression was, like Mire and Castle Tower, but without a weapon or without a way to get to that progression. And you were able to single dip a lot more.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wound up going on a bit of a connector adventure at the beginning, which is not at all how I usually play games. So it was fortunate that I knew about where Mire was. So eventually it got to the point where I think I had explored most of the dark overworld already, that I found Hookshot, then I saw there were a bunch of connectors that were on the right side of Death Mountain, so I figured that going into Mire without a fire source was now in logic, so I better do it now. And I thought that the progression would end up being something like the mirror. I was not at all expecting it to be hammer, but I guess I got some kind of reward for it. So then the entire rest of the seed, I was terrified that something was going to be on the left side of Mire.
Yep, left side Mire ended up being, I think, 10 arrows and maybe a compass.
Keeping me from compass percent, alas.
Home, buddy, you get in there? You practicing accordion?
But yeah, that left side Mire, that was actually something Home was able to do in his first trip in, because he had that lamp. So we were really looking to see if there was going to be something that locked you out, because that was going to be a really long time until you ever got back to it.
Yeah, I really wanted to find that Misery Mire big key first, and of course I wound up finding all of the keys except for the Misery Mire big key. So at some point I just kind of figured that Big Key in his vanilla dungeon was no longer an out for me, so I wanted to check everything but Mire first.
No, totally makes sense, and obviously panned out in the end. One of those fun cross key seeds where, you know, like you were saying, your early exploration paid out, and then you just come back later and clear it.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful if you can clear things the first time that you find them, but if you can't, at least knowing where they are is some step of getting there. Definitely should have done Castle Tower earlier than I did, though. I found the lamp and then was just like, oh yeah, I even wrote a 2 next to it. But that first chest was available for quite some time. And I felt bad about finding the flippers there. I felt really silly about finding the flippers there. Like, immediately after doing a bunch of fake flippers to get the stuff that was in the Zora area. But I guess it was a logical double dip Castle Tower in order to get the second chest, so that's just silly.
Yeah, cross keys doing cross keys things for sure.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hey, now we can hear
Hey,
you.
we can hear you.
Alright, there we go. GG's.
GG.
I'm on a temporary setup, so I'm having, weird tech difficulties. Yeah, the swords and the seed were stupid. I want to make sure that's very clear. And yeah, I heard Ty talking about it before. I had to go back to a bunch of places just because I couldn't do what I needed to do. I didn't have the equipment. I tried to take a shot at Ganon's Tower early, like as soon as I found it, the climb, and just died halfway up because I ran out of options. It was like a bow with half my arrows and ice rod.
Yeah, never a good feeling if ice rod is among your chief combat options.
I mean, it was a fun time. I'll say that much.
I mean, kudos to you for attempting it. We were sitting in the console booth thinking, will he, won't he? And you went for it. Used Ice Rod to pretty good effect, too, throwing those enemies. But alas, those BMOs are pretty much what did you in.
Yeah, I took a lot of abuse from BMO, sadly. without something to efficiently kill all those horse guards. Yeah, that was unfortunate. It was way easier with the hammer.
Mhm.
Man, I'm so sad. So this occurred to me. I was trying to figure this out while I was setting up on my set, listening to you guys. It occurred to me that the reason I didn't go to Thieves Town is I found the map and saw it was a pendant. And this was not long after I got the big key, if I recall correctly. And I was like, oh, it's a pendant. I'll just not go there. I'm only looking for a fire rod. Surely it's not in any of those 4 checks.
But
And it was.
It could have been on the mystery shovel on Ped.
I know. That was not funny.
Gosh.
You never.
Did you read Ped?
Oh yeah, the shovel's there. I read it and it says, "Can you dig it?" And I was like, "Oh no, please, not like this."
Well, I'm glad that I didn't read Ped, because that would have told absolutely nothing about whether or not it's required. When I found Tower of Hera, I was looking for the back of Skull Woods, one of my last things to do, because I was pretty late to that mirror. And then I decided to skip the basement chest, but clear the rest of it, just in case Pedestal ended up being something, since at that point it was 2 pendants. I never found the back of Desert, but since Sahasrarlo was right in the Dark World version of where Tower of Hera was, I figured it would be... if it got to the point where I was still looking for the Misery Mire Big Key, or, heaven forbid, a sword, then I would be able to combo Sahasrarla check with the Hera basement. But I did want to have the pendant clear just for that hedge of the pedestal.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing when I found it. I was still swordless at that time. And then I find Skull Woods, and I go back there, and I'm like, oh wait, no, this isn't a swordless seed, even though it feels like it, and had to dip out of there. So yeah, those swords really did me in. It really did me in on this.
Interestingly enough, with how disparate the first sword was for you both, you got your master swords within, I think, a minute of each other.
Nice.
Well, yeah, in my mind, that Cold Stare sword was sword locked. That's what I actually thought the logic was on that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep. And then, Danny, question for you. Did you just want to work on Hammer Cold, or did you just not want to use your fire rod?
I mean... I don't know.
we're sitting here.
I was watching I was watching the health bar get down, and then I'm like, all right, well, I should use a red potion now, but I have a bunch of fire rod shots left, so let's see if I can get him with just the remaining fire rod shots, and there we go.
I was like, he's making it work.
And I'm like, hammer, tempered sword damage. That seems good, right? The hitbox isn't a problem, right?
Yep. Bringing up a point in chat. I know, obviously, the forfeit and Amish Paradise moving forward. It was a great race to watch. A lot of variance in your routes, obviously, with the items you guys kept finding and kept getting dragged away from what the other runner had. But any other thoughts on the seed, you two?
It was a very stressful one to run, so I'm still calming down from playing that one, and it had to end with Master Sword Ganon at the end too. But overall, I hope it was a thrilling one to watch. It sounds like we did very different things, so I'm going to be interested in watching it back and seeing how the route divergences shaped up. Pleasure playing against you, Home.
Yeah, this felt like, I guess my thought would be this felt like a lot of how to figure out how to do swordless cross keys. That's literally what this felt like to me. Taking it was like 2 hours and something minutes till I got that sword. It was well over 2 hours, so but it was fun, and I'm sad that I couldn't keep my team alive, so good luck in next round of playoffs, and thank you for the race. I enjoyed it, Danny.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, and congratulations to you all for making it super far too. This league is super competitive, has been like ever since the teams were announced, really, and I'm happy that we were able to do as well as we did, and it's definitely an accomplishment to have made it this far.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, GG's again to you all. One last time, if you enjoyed this as much as we did talking about it, go ahead, give our runners a follow, Danny Music and Home Record. We'll get those links in chat here in just a second. And immense shout outs to our fearless trackers, Royale with Cheese and Z Cine, keeping us honest, keeping us on the ball, and calling out our garbage. For myself, my co-com Tank, thank you all very much. Tank, you want to sign it off?
Yeah, again, thank you everybody for swinging by. Definitely give everybody a follow that you enjoy listening or watching. But otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll be back soon with more league races.